Coach Anderson, how are the travels in today?
Smooth. Everything was nice and easy. Flight was quick, and got out of Indianapolis right on time, so it's all good. Weather was horrible there, so it's nice to come to somewhat sunny skies.
It's about 100 degrees in this building right now.
Warm.
It's real warm.
Yeah.
I was talking to Pete Yates. This is kind of Pete's brainchild because he came out of Georgia and, he didn't really get recruited, but, now the guy was a two-time All-American. And in talking to him, he couldn't tell me the specifics, the intangibles. What are you guys looking for when you come down here to C3, the compound, college combine? What are you looking for as a college coach in an athlete, in a student athlete, when you're looking recruiting here?
Yeah. No, we obviously have to start at Wabash. We got to start with the academics first. So it's cool that we can come here and really see, first and foremost, where they stand academically in the classroom, and then once you get past that, you can really start seeing where they can fit in. A lot of kids they want the big, D1 level, but you'd be surprised at how many of those kids, whether they go there and don't succeed. We just want more exposure at Wabash because the level of wrestling in D3 is enormous right now. A lot of D1 guys are dropping into it because it's just a better fit for them. So, we're looking for guys that know where they want to be 5 years down the road. Once wrestling's done, they want to know that they're secure and they're going to go on to big things in whatever career they go into. So, to come here, it's just more exposure for us. It's Wabash in Georgia, and you're always looking for those hidden gems that, either don't get recruited hard, but they want a high-level college wrestling program that's going to give them a degree that's going to set them up for life, and that's what Wabash is.
We talk we focused on your amazing facilities, but your academics are Ivy League.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
It's incredible. How do you, when you look at someone's transcripts, is that like something where, man, we could get this guy, but...
Right. Yeah, you don't want to bring a kid in that's going to struggle and it's going to be so much on them. You got to find the right kid, and Wabash isn't for everybody, but when you find those kids that can succeed in the classroom and they're go-getters on the mat and they want to prove something in college wrestling, then Wabash is a great place. I always say it's the best small school education in the country, but also on the other side, you get that D1 feel on the wrestling side because that's where our program's at. You saw our facilities, the support's there, so it's a great marriage. Academics and wrestling, you can do them both, and you can get pushed both ways.
You guys are going to have to, really grab some guys who people may not know about here coming up in the future because, the task at hand of Augsburg and Wartburg, it's a Herculean effort. It's going to take that from you guys. Yeah. You've got the roadmap. You've been there over a decade, 13 years, I believe. How do you catch those guys with your academic standards are so high? You've got the facilities. It's right there. It's ready to happen. Where does the roadmap take you from here?
I don't know. 2 years ago, we took Augsburg out at national duels pretty easily. And, the difficulty for us is we can't reload as fast as them at times just because of the different hurdles that we have. Stronger academics, tougher to get in, more expensive at times. Everything else, we probably trump them. Facilities, support, budgets, things like that. So, it's just, we got to work somewhat like an Ivy League school. We got to get out there faster and harder and recruit kids earlier in the process to really get them to know Wabash and get them buying in sooner, because Wabash isn't a place that a kid's just going to say, yeah, I think I'll go to Wabash. He's got to know it 2 years earlier, and really learn more and more about Wabash. But yeah, I think any D3 school in the country is chasing those two. I would say more Wartburg than Augsburg right now because they're rolling and they're rattling off championship after championship. But it's not a discouraging thing. It's hard to win a trophy anywhere in NCAA wrestling, and we've just rattled off 3 in a row. So not exactly where we want to go, but we're right there in the hunt every year, and it's going to take a special group of guys to get it done.
You already ran through a Lefevre family that put so many points, at the NCAA tournament for you. Obviously, the twins, both national finalists, and then Riley. It's incredible. But how do you find something like that again? And is that something that's just a once in a lifetime thing? You're from Fort Wayne, they're from Fort Wayne. It kind of just worked out. How does that work out?
I hope it's not the last time that I get a group of brothers like that because it was a special time and it was a special group and a ton of fun to coach. And but yeah, it's just like doing this. Maybe I trip into those twins in Georgia. Who knows? But you're constantly scouring to find good kids that fit Wabash the right way, and they're are going to succeed because they're still so hungry for the sport of wrestling. And it's a constant search, and I mean it goes for any coach in the country to find guys like those. They're hard to find, and we just got to keep looking for them.
I look at where you guys are with your camp system. It's incredible.
Thank you.
I'm getting calls from coast to coast about it.
Good.
I want to see all the technique. This is amazing. How do they get all these guys?
Yeah.
How have you built that system? How you've built it? It's incredible. I saw it firsthand.
Right.
I mean, everybody who watched my videos saw it firsthand.
Right.
How do you continue to build off that, and how did you get where you are with, as far as, we talk about how your program is where it is.
Sure.
How do you get your camps like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't want to go hustling, but shaking bushes. But I mean, it's been a building process. That camp was year 12, it was year 12 this year. So, I mean, over a decade of building something and branding things and getting information out, and truly, probably more than anything, just word of mouth. Once people really see what we're doing there and who's coming to that camp and what they get out of it, it's a no-brainer. And we're cheaper than almost all the other big school camps. So we keep it affordable. We got great facilities. We bring in the best in the country and outside the country with this year, and they get just as many duels as if they went to Disney duels. So it's it's a great thing. I think we've pieced it together so it's not your typical team camp. It's a full-blown technique camp, and you get that team camp aspect with 10 to 12 duels in a 5-day period.